Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope you're well. God bless. First of all, to my beautiful Tasmanian devil, my golden treasure down under. Sorry I didn't call last night. I was exhausted. I fell asleep with my dinner plate in my lap. Um, but I'm feeling a lot better today. The pain is going away. I'm gonna call you here as soon as I'm done recording this. But yeah, hi kitten. So that's Kung Pao. Kung Pao. So what I'm talking about, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. I don't make a lot of videos. I don't say I don't make a lot of videos because I'm not monetized. I never will be monetized. So it's just the sake of saying stuff for the sake of somebody hearing it. I don't even have the wherewithal to put tags on videos. Look at the kit in there. What are you doing, Kung Pao? You're gonna fall, sweetie. uh, and then there's Lily over there. Anyway, but I gotta. Anyway, here we go. Just moving forward. There's plenty to talk about. YouTube, like censorship and the algorithms that are seeking out keywords, and it's funny, people talk about, oh, they're not going to say this word on this video because they'll get censored, and then they just go ahead and say it like 15 times anyways. But, with the Notre Dame Cathedral burning like it was and all, does that bring to mind any, it's like the algorithm even knew. The algorithm even knew that it had some association with that event, those two tall buildings in New York that came down about 18 years ago. So even the algorithm knew there was a connection there. The timing of Macron's speech getting canceled and everything, and just what this could do, like the way it could be framed up in any number of directions that it could be taken. Absolutely. And then there's the whole iPet Goat connection. If y'all ain't familiar with the cultic video confession of iPet Goat came out in, what was it, 2004 it came out? Maybe 7, I don't remember, it was a long time ago. iPet Goat 2, go check that out. So anyways, it's just, it's another phony flag assault, phony flag, because like that hook in the sand incident on the East Coast, and the Boston Marathon incident. Check it out. There's this tweet put out by the Boston City authorities or whatever, the police, saying, and it's still up and available, and there's YouTube videos doing it, saying that they were going to do a controlled bombing on April 15th down there at 600 on Boylston Avenue, exactly where the bomb went off. They say it was going to happen, and they declare it was going to happen. And they still made it into some national weird hoax anyways. Okay, yeah, so then there was that Sin City shoot up that took place just after Trump got elected. Stuff like that we're not allowed to talk about. We have to be careful what we say. Not allowed to ask questions. It's funny that they knew that it wasn't arson, so the place was still burning. They knew where the source of the fire was while it was still burning. It's like they had all these explanations before any investigation could have even possibly taken place. Same with the Sin City shoot up. So, it's April is a month of sacrifice. It is, look it up. Cult holidays and Sabbaths, and this is just, it's concerned. And so, like all the things, like go back to iPet Goat thing. Like Richie from Boston points out this really neat thing: how the crown of thorns disappears off of the Antichrist figure. Well, the Father Farian, or whatever his name was, Father Fournier, was able to rescue the crown of thorns from the fire. But then you find out, they were moving stuff to the Louvre before this happened. No, wait, they were able to rush in after it caught on fire and get a whole bunch of stuff out. There's mixed stories, just like when those two big buildings collapsed all those years ago. Yeah, okay, so moving on. Lots of store closures going on already this year. In the first quarter, there's 6,000 retail stores closing. And that's the first quarter, so we're on pace for like 24,000 store closures. Some put estimates at maybe there'll be 12,000 for the year. The math don't add up. There's some estimates will be as much as 75,000. I don't know. Perhaps 40,000 store closures. The point is, people are going out of business. People are losing jobs. That's happening. That's the real story. The stock market is not the economy. Don't follow the stock market and think that's what the country's doing, the world is doing. Ooh, yeah, the Mall of America attack. Yeah, that's something, right? Black man throws a 5-year-old white child off of a fifth story or third story balcony. The kid's still in critical condition. Broke all of his limbs. Massive head trauma. You know, what if a white man had thrown a black child off of that balcony? You know, I want to know, like, where's the coverage? Where's the coverage from the mainstream media? You know, like, what about that? That deserves 30 seconds on every broadcast, at least. You know, just an update. How's the kid doing? That's what I want to know. Like how's he doing? I had to search to find out. So almost $750,000 has been raised in support, which is great because you know hospital bills are probably going to be something close to that. Um, you know, this camp. Where's the man? Where is the man in our country? I mean, where was the man who saw this happen? Like after I saw that, this another video came up of this guy trying to throw his girlfriend off of the third story balcony in another mall like a year ago or something. And it's like a bunch of people just watching. It's what the fuck is wrong with you psychotic, sick motherfuckers just sitting around watching? I'm sorry for my language. I got worked up there. It's sick and it's disgusting. You know it's just as disgusting or even more so is the indifference. The indifference of everyone who thinks they're a man or a good person. Everyone who thinks they're upstanding and have some sort of claim to decency. And they'll just sit around and watch themselves videotape. They'll videotape people getting thrown over balconies. Yeah, it's our culture. Anyways, so on a more positive note, you know what? Silver is really cheap right now, but like, and there's a lot of like fear that like the price keeps drawing back. You know, we gotta. So I saw one video. This guy been collecting for a year, and he starts selling because you know what? Prices have just gone like flatline or even backwards, and it's like, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But there's a pattern to life. There's a pattern to existence. It's pi. It's the Fibonacci sequence. It's the golden ratio. It's the golden spiral. It exists in everything. It exists in nature and shapes and in patterns, but it exists in experience too. And if you pay attention, you can see this pattern that unfolds. It's like the fingerprint of the Creator on the creation. And we don't go in circles. We don't go in circles. You ride a spiral. Like life exists in a spiral, and you can ride it all the way up, or you can ride it all the way down. Yeah, it's a crazy trip either direction. But so markets, it's like Greg Manarino, I follow him. He says, you know, he points out that the markets are, and the price of things and the commercial value of things is energy. You know, the markets are human energy. People create these jobs, these businesses, and people work these jobs, and that gives value to, and they create a product, and then the value is put into the world, and so people invest in the efforts and the time, and the point is it's energy. And when the fiat money collapses, like silver's been drawn way back, and it's like I heard an excellent sermon about if an arrow's about, you're going to loose an arrow, if an arrow's going to fly, the further you draw it back on the arrow, or on the bow, the further the arrow's going to fly. The further you draw that string back, right? So silver keeps drawing back, but you can look at the patterns over history. It's never been worth nothing, but every fiat currency always has. The lower it goes, like I'm new, I've only been buying a little over a year, but this is just more opportunity for me to get a little bit more silver. Shoot, if it pulled all the way back to $10 an ounce, I'd keep buying, dude. And I'll keep buying probably up till, I don't know when I'll stop, $25, $30 an ounce, I'm not sure. I guess that all depends on my financial situation when it starts getting into that range. Alright, because I gotta save for other stuff too. But don't get discouraged on silver. Don't get discouraged on things that, you know, if they take 10, 12 years to manifest, when historically they've consistently done their thing over hundreds and thousands of years. Don't be shaky now. You know, maybe just diversify your investments. If you lose courage and faith in it, just hold on to what you've accumulated in hopes and diversify what you're doing with your funds in the meantime. Anyway, say don't give up on silver. I wouldn't do it. What else we got? You know, practice self-defense. Like earlier today, I was dusting up. I was throwing my hatchet. Went out and I was throwing that. It was all fun. You know, I don't know if you ever seen the Dirty Dozen. It's No, it's not the Dirty Dozen. It's Magnificent Seven. Wrong number. There's a fellow, I don't remember the name of the character, but he threw knives. He was a knife thrower, and this guy, this is an old Western movie. It's the original Magnificent Seven. I know they remade it with Denzel Washington, but in the original, the guy asks him why he throws knives, and he says, well, a knife never runs out of bullets. So, throwing a knife is different than throwing a hatchet. Just go out and practice different things. Someone very dear to me told me to do a follow-up on some self-defense stuff, and I absolutely intend to. Sticks and knives and hatchets and anything you can get your hands on. Learn how to use it, and it's a lot of fun too. Get out, get some fresh air, get some exercise, and learn how to defend yourself. So what else to talk about, get right with God, seek out Creator, Jesus Christ. It's my Lord and Savior. He's the hope of the world, the light of the world, that lighteth every man that come into the world. And it's all just like have fun, like educate. Let's not stay aware. Stay strong in our morals. Let's actually get stronger and more outspoken in our morals and all that. And what's right and decent. Let's stand up for one another. Let's forge communities. Come together with people we know. This is something I just want this area that this community around me to really pull together. There's a lot of really good people here. There's a lot of good-hearted, hard-working people my age. But they're very unaware. They still want to just drink and party, they don't just drink and party, but when they're not working, that's what they're doing, just hanging out and wanting to enjoy life. And I get it; it's a lot of fun just to enjoy life. But once you start becoming aware of stuff, I don't know. For me, it's really hard. Like even just going to my job, it's hard just to go to my job. I need to, but I'd much rather get things fixed up around the homestead. It's not a homestead. I wish it was a homestead. Around the house here for my mom. It's a beautiful place, I don't know if you can see those trees there. You can see the ivies taking over it, like all the way up to the top. And it's interesting. The ivy's going to kill that tree. It's just beautiful, though. I mean, like, it's destruction, but it's beautiful, and it's life at the same time. That ivy's thriving and the tree is dying. It's how life works, right? Anyways, I don't know what else to say. I guess that was a decent little video. It's good to talk to you all again. I'm sorry I'm so inattentive. This whole online digital communication thing is so foreign to me. Like, I don't even open my mail. I'm so old school. And the whole digital experience is very foreign to me. I don't check emails. I've got 3 or 4 email accounts just so I could have Netflix or Hulu or whatever it was that I was doing at the time. Videos, so on, yada yada. But I don't do this online thing well. I wish I could meet all of you and shake your hands and talk to you in person. Unfortunately, life won't allow that. But that's why I'm doing this. And thanks all for listening. Truly appreciate it. I really appreciate all that have subscribed. Yeah. I don't do well with the online communication. I don't even open my mail. Like, I'm so detached from this bureaucracy. I was raised without electricity. I was raised in a very small community. I remember when electricity came to the town. I've said that in other videos. I grew up without electricity and stuff like that. And so digital electrical interaction is really difficult for me to do, but it's the only way to actually get a message out to people who will listen. So thanks all for watching. God bless you sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. My exotic treasure, I will be calling you very shortly. Alright, hey, I love you all. God bless. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you the best. Take courage and hope and faith. Hope lives and thrives in resolve and preparedness, right? So, encourage resolve, get prepared, and watch your hope grow. Just don't forget God, Jesus Christ. I mean, when it all comes down to it, we're all gonna shuffle off this mortal coil anyways. So really what matters is eternity, and eternity is you, me, and God. So get to know Him real well. His name's Jesus Christ. I love you all. Thank you very much for listening. Peace, courage, and wisdom with you all. Amen. Thank you.